A road trip with my best friend on bike is a dream come true. We should reach the cabin on the hills if everything goes as per the plan in a couple hours or so. We were going through quite a deserted area and we had not seen anyone for a long time. All of a sudden, the engine started giving weird sounds and came to a halt. It was dark, and we tried to find what the issue was using the flashlights, but all in vain. We tried finding hotels nearby to crash for the night. The place was so remote that there was no mobile range. We decided to walk a bit further and check rather than loitering. We might have walked for 5 minutes when we saw someone walking towards us. We ran to him and asked directions to the nearest garage. The old man said that the garage was about an hour away and there were no hotels nearby. We would have to wait for the bus service that would start in the morning. Seeing us in dilemma, he asked us to stay at his house, which is about a 10-minute walk. Left with no choice, we decided to stay at his place. We started walking through the path on the side of the road. After some time, a one-story house came into view. It looked old and creepy. The old man unlocked the main door and showed us in. He said we could use the spare room opposite to his, and if we needed anything, we could find him in his room. As soon as we opened the door, it had a musty smell, as if the place was not used often. We decided to freshen up and get some sleep, with plans to take off and leave the place as early as possible. I went to the bathroom and turned the tap, but there was no water. It felt as if the tap was not used for a long time. After some time, slowly, muddy water started to flow. I waited for the water to become clear, but as I watched, it became darker and darker till it became the color of blood. I ran out of the bathroom and was too shocked to explain anything to my friend. I just dragged him to the bathroom and showed him. We both were scared and decided to tell the old man what happened. Maybe he will have a logical reason for this. We knocked on his door, but there was no response. We decided to try to open it. It felt kind of difficult to open, as if it was not used in years. I switched on the light, and what we saw almost gave us a heart attack. The room was covered in dust and cobwebs. There was a newspaper on the table next to us. It was dated 20 years back. What caught our attention was the picture in the newspaper. It was a picture of the same old man, and it said he died in an accident. We were too shocked to respond. Suddenly, we heard footsteps outside. We saw someone staring at us through the window. It moved towards the main door, and now we can see someone standing in front of the main door. We were scared to death to see what we saw next. It was only a shadow, without a body, and it was coming closer towards us. We ran out through the back door. We were not even sure if we were running in the direction where we kept our bike earlier. Our only intention was to put as much distance as possible from the house. After what felt like running for an hour, we saw a dim light in what looked like a small shop. We ran towards that light and luckily saw a person there. He was standing facing away from us and arranging things on the racks. In our desperation, we told him what happened and asked him to help us, or if he had a telephone which we could use. All of a sudden, the single bulb started flickering. The man turned, and in the dim light, we saw it was the same old man, and all of a sudden, the bulb burst.